Do you feel that sudden chill across the West? What if I told you the whispers out of the Bay are getting louder again? That back-channel calls are happening while most teams are just taping ankles for camp. And that the idea people kept dismissing as a fantasy Stephen Curry and LeBron James side-by-side refuses to die? Are you absolutely sure you want to wake up one morning and see purple and gold history fueling someone else's parade? Because the timing, the motives, everything says this rumor is back on the table. And if we don't think 3 moves ahead right now, we risk watching our own headline play out in someone else's colors. You're watching Lakers News Fan Report. Smash like, subscribe, and turn on notifications right now so you don't miss a beat. I'm laying out why the Warriors are nudging this dream again, how it would actually work on a whiteboard, what it would do to the Lakers' identity, and the cold-blooded questions our front office has to answer before any call lasts longer than 10 seconds. Start with the Bay. They already showed their cards. Stacked veteran problem solvers around Steph, bring in a proven closer who lives for fourth quarters, and brace for a 2-year sprint. That's not a rebuild. That's a countdown. When you commit to that kind of window, you don't shop for role players, you hunt gravity multipliers. There are maybe 5 humans alive who change the geometry of the court on every possession. LeBron is still one of them. That's why this rumor is stubborn. In a tight title window, you chase the one mind that solves coverages in real time and tilts a series by himself. Why now? Because the Warriors know what the film says. Curry still bends defenses at the logo. Their new star adds endgame calm and trips to the line. And they can't outrun the West's young legs without another elite decision-maker. So they float a structure that looks like this. A high-salary veteran to make the money talk. A blue-chip forward who needs a featured runway. Shooters who thrive without dribbling the air out of the ball. And out-year picks that bet on a post-Steph horizon. It's not subtle. It's a billboard. One last super team turn before the lights dim. Now flip the camera to Figueroa. The Lakers are not a rumor receptacle. We're a leverage machine. LeBron opted in because there is still juice here, basketball juice, cultural juice, legacy juice. With Anthony Davis anchoring both ends and a roster that can be tuned, the cleanest path is internal. Raise the shooting floor, add a real downhill guard who taxes the rim, and trim the rotation earlier so our April lineups have already been battle-tested in January. You don't move the heartbeat of the franchise unless what comes back makes you a nastier second-round team and a smarter conference finals team on day one. Anything less is souvenir hunting. Okay, but can Steph and LeBron actually work? Strip away the TV noise, and this is X's and O's. Curry is the greatest off-ball engine in league history. He terrifies you without touching the ball. LeBron is still the most complete decision-maker of his generation. He can score on the block, command pace as a point forward, and operate as a short-roll quarterback. In empty corner pick-and-rolls, Steph can ghost the screen to pull 2 to the level while LeBron catches on the short roll and rifles to the corner before the low man blinks. In delay sets, let LeBron trigger dribble handoffs at the top while Steph pins and unpins from the weak side slot. Switch it and LeBron seals. Chase it and Steph gets daylight. Late game, invert the floor and have Steph screen for LeBron, yes. Screen so you either give up a switch LeBron wants or a catch and shoot you're terrified to concede. On paper, it's terrifying, but paper isn't the playoffs. Our identity is built on the LeBron-AD handshake. LeBron manipulates matchups and tempo. AD erases mistakes and breaks games with two-way violence. Remove LeBron and AD's job description doubles until it starts subtracting. He becomes primary scorer and panic button on defense. That drains a body we want peaking in late April, not grinding in mid-February. If you move LeBron at all, the return has to deliver a co-closer who can manufacture a bucket against set playoff defenses. Take the toughest wing for 2 straight minutes when the whistle goes quiet, get to the line when the jumper tilts, and bring a real crunch-time vocabulary, not theoretical upside. Roster construction is where rumor meets reality. The new apron rules are cruel to fantasy trades. You don't bridge 50+ million with a Lego set of role players. You need a real star's contract going out, and that means a real star coming in. Add the pick rules, and those far out firsts only matter if you believe the sending team will crater later. That is not a bet you make lightly. Our bar is simple. Any package has to leave Davis with a co-closer and Vogel-era level flexibility on defense, while giving our offense a clearer route to 48 minutes of rim. Pressure and reliable spacing. Zoom back to the court, because this is where even stubborn skeptics get seduced. First quarter, delay action up top. LeBron initiates. Steph runs zipper into a handoff. Defense top locks. LeBron flips to the short roll and hits the weak side corner before the tag arrives. Second quarter, empty side PNR with Steph lifting from the corner. LeBron screens and slips early to drag two to the nail, whip pass to the slot for a 0.7-second decision. Mid-third, Spain PNR with Steph handling and LeBron as the back screener switch it, and LeBron ducks for a layup. Chase it, and the popper stands alone. Crunch time. Invert the floor. Steph screens for LeBron to force a soft switch, and now you choose which poison you prefer. It's elegant and mean, but the Warriors' fantasy carries a bill. Fit isn't just diagrammed. It's lived over 82. Someone's usage drops. A young forward who needs touches to become what he thinks he is gets pushed to the margins. Rotation guys promise rhythms. Start living in the corner on phantom cuts. They're betting the fireworks outweigh the frictions until June. Meanwhile, our bet should be the opposite. Continuity, clarity, and a rotation that gets ruthless early, so nothing surprises us in May. There's a human layer people pretend doesn't matter, the father-son reality. Wherever Bronny slots on the depth chart, that presence shapes the day-to-day. It calms noise, aligns the room, and gives this era of Lakers basketball a heartbeat bigger than a box score. Any pitch that tries to separate basketball from that reality collapses in the real world. We've leaned into it not out of sentiment, but strategy. Cleaner communication, steadier routines, better buy-in from vets and kids. That's culture, and culture travels in a 7-game series. Leadership is non-negotiable. LeBron's everyday standard is a system. Young players learn to prepare. Veterans match his tempo. The staff gets an on-court extension of the game plan. If you move that, you have to import leadership, not just shot-making. Does the incoming star set the thermostat when the room runs hot after 2 bad losses? Will the ascending forward accept being coached hard, take the toughest assignment for 3 straight minutes without hunting counters, and still cut on time when the ball isn't his? Those questions decide seasons, not PODCASTS. And we can't dodge the rivalry soul of this. Curry and LeBron are basketball poetry because they oppose each other at the absolute highest stakes. A world where they join forces is cool for neutrals. For Lakers fans, it's a gut check. Are we comfortable being the team that hands Steph his final myth? Can you stomach Bay Area montages while we tweet about flexibility and optionality? Sometimes the correct basketball decision still feels wrong in your chest. And what? Lives in your chest matters when the margins are emotional as much as tactical. So where do I land if the Warriors actually call? I answer out of respect for greatness. Then I put the burden of proof on them. If the first sentence doesn't include a star wing coming back, the highest ceiling forward, and real future capital, I hang up politely and get back to work. If it does include all of that, I still slow walk it. Leverage grows when you're willing to sit in discomfort. Make them sweat timing. Make them feel the cost of trying to borrow our identity. Meanwhile, we sharpen the edges of this roster and make the conference chase us. There's also the Bay's pressure cooker to consider. Their young forward is at the career stage where he wants a star's runway. Contract uncertainty turns from paperwork into optionality the second a window shrinks. Package that upside with the veteran wing they just invested in, and you have both the salary ballast and the headline. We did everything for Steph. That sales pitch lands in their market. It should not land in ours unless it genuinely wins rounds in May. On their depth chart, The fit around a Curry-LeBron partnership would look tidy on television. They have movement shooters who matter without dribbles, a connective guard who can screen for Steph one possession and relocate the next, and a defensive forward who toggles assignments. That's the ecosystem where LeBron as a short roll hub is devastating. Catch at 16 feet, shoulders square, one defender on his hip, and two passing windows open before the low man even turns his head. The highlights would break timelines. But series are not won on curated clips. For the Lakers, the counter is to build the most boringly ruthless team in the conference. Two ball handlers who trigger actions without turnovers, wings who defend without fouling, a center rotation that keeps a D away from unnecessary body blows until winning time. Embrace pace without playing rushed. Weaponize offensive rebounding in targeted windows. Live at the line on nights when the jumper tilts. Value the unsexy things, screen angles, early hits in transition. Tagging up after misses, because those are the 4 possessions that decide Game 5. Here's my checklist. The one I use to kill hype. Does a move make us better in round 1, round 2? And the conference finals against the actual matchups we'll see? Do we have 5 two-way closers with different skill shapes so we can toggle lineups without handing the opponent a target? Do we preserve versatility if AD picks up 2 quick fouls or needs a maintenance night in January? Can the incoming star take the toughest wing for 2 straight minutes without melting down the offense we're trying to run? If the answer is anything short of yes, 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 and yes, the move is noise. My personal take. As a Lakers lifer who tries to keep a cold head while the league spins us into headlines, I keep LeBron. I honor the opt-in by giving him a cleaner, faster supporting cast, not by mailing him to our modern rival so they can shoot a farewell documentary. We add a downhill guard who bends the rim. We elevate 2 real 40% threats who guard their yard. We tighten the rotation before the calendar forces us to. We give AD a partner who steals him 6 possessions of rest per game. And we give LeBron lineups he can conduct at 0.5 speed without carrying a piano from Halloween to Easter. That's how you turn a rumor cycle into a parade route that ends on Figueroa, not the Embarcadero. Your turn. Would you ever sign off on sending LeBron north if and only if the return starts with an all-NBA wing and that ascending forward plus real out-year picks? Or is there truly no package worth letting Steph and LeBron share a jersey that isn't ours? Tell me in the comments how you play it, which 5 you trust to close in June at home, and what single skill you think this roster needs most around the LeBron AD core. If you're riding with this plan, keep LeBron, sharpen the edges, make the West Chasers drop a like. Share this with the real ones, and let's set the tone before camp even opens.